let's get right into this case. I'm still loading. This is fun. I love loading. The world. My first favorite being actually flying. Shh, shh, Josh. I can hear you. Those people just crash. They go vroom vroom crash.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
Hope it
What?
does.
A Chevy Styline took a
Road
nosedive
work
off the
ahead.
escarpment, fetched up underneath a
Yeah,
Cola King
I
billboard.
sure hope
Up to
does.
it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
We got bad guys to catch and people to kill. I mean, what?
You ran the light on Olympic?
See you later, fellers. Try not to work too hard.
Road work.
Look at you bantering with the boys.
Yeah.
Tear to my eye
Sure.
watching my caterpillar grow wings.
Us.
I'm just trying to fit in.
Educated, hardworking, straight as an arrow. I hate to break it to you, Cole, but you'll never fit in it, son.
Who? Ethan. Let's do the fork in the garbage disposal. Let's do the fork in the garbage disposal. Ding 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 the ding ding the ding ding. Making my way downtown.
This
Climbing
guy must
up
have escaped from the
Cole.
loony bin.
stairs. Climbing up the stairs to get to this case. Do 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 do. Run faster. Do 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 do. Gonna get there. Do 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 do. Okay, apparent. Oh, shortcut. Haha. Joke's on you, gay shit. I took a shortcut.
Her face looks familiar.
Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the 2 of them still have juice. Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique.
Yeah, Enrique.
Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight. What do we have, Gonzalez?
Time out,
drives
time out,
right
time
to-
out. Let me pause this to hear this. I'm pausing my stream for this too. Resume. All right.
The empty
Back
lot
to
and off the
this.
side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the
Ooh,
pavement.
that would suck if we were
Passengers
scraping
of
them off
Jessica
the
Hamilton.
pavement.
She's just a kid.
Jessica
She knocked
Hamilton.
around.
Kid gonna be
Is
all
she
right?
any
I think
way
so.
Related
They've taken her to
Hamilton
central receiving.
Hamilton?
If you want to take a look around, you can stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
That's not me.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Where am I going? Oh, I need to talk to... Oh, I need to walk down to the thing, don't I? Where's it at? How do I... This way. This is how I get down there.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Ooh.
They've been
kinky.
torn off. Where did you find them?
They've been torn off.
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
She's a long way from home.
Ooh. There's some blood there.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
And some broken.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Anyway.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio.
Fucking loser.
Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
I don't see the casting marks. Oh, I do now.
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess. Then painted.
Then painted?
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can
No,
rule
you
that
can
in.
rule that in.
Oh, man.
That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor.
Wedging the accelerator
Whoever
to
did
the
it
floor.
wanted these women dead.
He wanted those women dead. Wow, what an asshole.
How does someone manage to tip their ride straight off a cliff? If the
Well,
driver's in a fit
are you
state,
telling
should
me that
ask.
you've never tipped your ride straight off a cliff? Because I haven't. I want to talk to you.
Mrs. McAfee,
Hello?
we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name.
Why do you prefer to
June
use your maiden
Ballard?
name? June Ballard?
You might be familiar
I'm
with
familiar
some
with
fella.
none of your work. 'cause
Can you
I
tell
don't
us what
care.
happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of Beast
You?
of...
I don't like.
Oh, get
Keep
fucked.
out of this.
Doping
We understand that you're
allegation.
still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
You can't remember. Well, you know what? You're full of shit. I see that smirk on your face.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel
You're
like
trying
an
to
old
flirt
lady.
with me.
And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
Injured female
What can you tell us
passenger.
about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
You can tell me what's with the underwear.
I think you're lying, Mrs. McAfee. I think something happened to Jessica yesterday before the crash.
I'm offended, Sunshine. Do you have any proof?
I do, actually. If you take a look at my notebook and go down to underwear that's been torn
Miss Hamilton's
from her
underwear were
body,
physically torn from her body.
Then why don't you tell me what the fuck is
She
up?
wanted to go to a casting. I took her to a casting. Whatever happened after that is between her and Mark Bishop.
Sounds like I'm gonna stab a guy named Mark Bishop. Fake shrunken
We found
head.
a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs.
You normally don't drive off cliffs?
The
What's wrong
last
with
thing
you?
I remember is getting behind the wheel.
Again, you're full of shit because you're looking away from me. You got that smirk on your face, but I don't got the proof.
It's
so I'm a
obviously
bad
some
cop.
kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent.
Yes, some talent
And the
you
talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask
See.
Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
are. Suspect. Mark.
You mentioned a Mark
I have
Bishop.
it on both.
You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his
Which is-
involvement,
I am on.
you just leave it to me and my husband to
What
worry
is this
about.
called? Time out. Let me.
I want to know what happened between you two that made him
I'm
want to
still on
commit a double
Traffic.
murder.
I think
Bishop
I'm on close
offered
to
me
the
a
last
part in
one
his
in
picture.
Traffic.
Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it, and this is where I end up.
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay.
No, you're not.
These guys can take
Oh,
me home
I ranked
after.
up. Good job,
My
me.
lawyer and I have talked to the news hounds.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I am so
I think
concerned.
we're good here.
You have no
Let's go see what we
idea.
can shake out of the kid.
I bet you I know what we can shake out of the kid. We can shake. Shit, I already came from that way. Get in the coroner's vehicle. We're going to the hospital.
K11 King. The car crash victim has regained consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
Okay, how do they know that I'm in this car?
Watch what you're doing!
Oh, God. Fuck it, we're walking. Or running. We'll jog there. Making my way downtown. Down the stairs. Making my way to the hospital. Do 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 do. Those girls crash. Do 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 do. They're idiots. Do 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 do. And now I wonder if I could hurry up and Josh could
LAPD,
shut
police
up.
emergency.
I find one goddamn ding.
Reverse. Oh, vehicle unlocked.
Are you
13
trying?
out of 95. I'm so good. Halfway. I believe so. Shalom.
Hello,
I used the handwrite.
Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh,
She's
yes.
in the room right behind you, detective.
Are you trying to seduce me? I think you are.
You
I have a
can't
wife.
hold me here. No.
Feeling better since this morning,
I don't
Jessica?
need to be manhandled by a doctor.
A
I
little.
need my lawyer.
My head still feels swimmy.
Where is the telephone? Do you know who I am?
Well, I should probably approach the doctor outside.
Hello, Doctor. I'm Detective
Hello,
Phelps.
Doctor.
You're attending to the young lady from the auto accident?
Yes. She's conscious now, but I doubt she'll remember much. She's still feeling some of the after effects.
Jessica was drugged?
She certainly was. Chloral hydrate would be my guess, and there's clear
Chloral
evidence of abuse.
hydrate.
She's still a minor, Detective.
Someone planned a double murder to cover up a statutory rape? Swap 7 years for life and gets Guy McAfee on their case? Doesn't make much sense to me.
I guess it depends on what they had to lose.
Okay. Alright, let's have a talk.
Hello, Jessica.
Hello, Jessica.
My name is Cole Phelps.
Cole
I'm a
Phelps.
policeman.
I'm a policeman.
I'd
Do
like
you
to
know
talk
what
to
the
you
words
about your accident, if
policeman
that's okay.
mean? It means that I am a police
Okay.
and a man. I am a police and a man. Or, if you really care that much, I am a man and a police. Crash incident
Can you tell me
report.
what you remember about the crash?
What do you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here.
You woke up here, yes. good
Nothing
job.
happened yesterday.
Nothing happened yesterday? Don't give me that shit. I have your underwear.
Tell the truth, Jessica. Why the big cover-up?
I'm not lying to you.
Underwear.
We found your underwear
We found your
in your
underwear
handbag,
in your
Jessica.
handbag, Jessica.
You need to tell us what
Get
happened.
your shit together.
The doctor told me what happened. I didn't want that.
You didn't want
I just
that?
wanted
Yeah,
to be
I
a
know.
star,
No one
to be in
wants to
movies.
be raped, you idiot.
I told Junie what happened, and she told me to toughen up. That was the price of stardom.
Did she now, cold-hearted bitch?
It's not Junie's fault.
Hey,
It's not
language.
my
You don't
first
call
time.
her a cold-hearted
I had a
bitch.
boyfriend back
She
home, but
prefers the word cunt.
my father found out about him.
Oh, you had a
Even if you
boyfriend back-
consented, Jessica, you're
I love
still
how she was
underage.
like, it's not my first time. I had a boyfriend back home. I don't care. Contact
You need
with
to get in touch with your
parents.
parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June.
Okay,
They trust her to take care
they
of me.
did not send you along because guess who read your letter?
You're lying, Jessica. How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Please, detective, why would I lie to you?
Letter. I have your letter. Your letter.
Because you're a runaway,
You're a
Jessica,
runaway.
and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
Association with Bishop.
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
I'm gonna doubt you because you look like you're still high, but then again, you were just drugged. But I'm gonna be a bad cop here.
What's the story with Bishop and Mrs. McAfee? Why does he want the two of you dead?
That can't be true. Mr. Bishop seemed very happy today.
He seemed very
I mean,
happy yesterday. Did he
yesterday.
seem very happy before?
And that's why he
after
wedged a
raped
shrunken head against the accelerator
Because if
pedal
he
and
seemed
punted the
happy
two of you
after,
over an
no
escarpment?
shit. If he seemed happy
I
before, that's
overheard
because he
Junie
realized
speaking
what
to
he
him
was
on the
gonna
phone
do.
a couple of times. Screaming, really. She can be very hard sometimes, Junie. But they seemed okay yesterday, like they worked it out.
There's no way. Evidence
I
of
know what
criminal
happened to you,
abuse.
Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
Jessica, I really need you to help me here.
I remember the mermaid.
Was the mermaid in the movie too?
No, it was on the front of a
On
building.
the front of a building?
We pulled up in front of the mermaid.
Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you.
You've been a big help.
Juicy
Here's my card. If you think of anything or you need
Here's
some
my
help,
card.
just get in touch,
If you ever
okay?
want to get the fuck again,
Okay.
I got you.
I think it might be a good idea if
Just
you went
kidding.
back home till you felt better,
She's
Jessica.
15. That's not right.
I couldn't do that, officer. What if I got the part and I wasn't there?
Who's watching me? I got one person watching me. Woo!
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer.
It's her
He certainly
lawyer.
expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her. There she goes. Come on.
I guess I'm about to tail somewhere. Pretty sure there's an achievement I can get if I don't mess this up.
Ballard is
turn.
definitely up to something.
Nixon? Vote Nixon, guys. Okay. Who was before Nixon?
She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery.
Okay, where did my subtitles go? Are my subtitles still on? They are still on. Don't go too fast around the corner. 'Cause then she'll spot you. Or is it her lawyer driving? Someone's driving.
Too close, Phelps. You're way too close.
That was a close one, man. I almost got spooted. What'd you do? You bought shark cards. Un shark card.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Don't go in yet. Found a booth with the newspaper. Now we're gonna listen. Achievement! The Shadow.
I don't want him
Tail
to
a
talk
suspect
unless
without
you
being
know what I
spotted in a
want.
single case. Oh yeah.
Well, then make someone else do it. You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls. I'm gonna be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel.
Wilson's
Mr. Mark
Hotel.
Bishop,
Mr.
that
Mark
son of a
Bishop
bitch,
lives in apartment 803. Oh, it sounds like he's got some trouble headed this way. We should probably go save him. But
Sure, I
don't
got
want
the film.
to. What's new in the news? Shalom. Getting back in the car.
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way.
Yep.
I've
We're
got
gonna
an
go
address.
save him.
Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh shit, you better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McAfee's wife in the first place. Or he'd have done the job properly. McAfee will break a fella's legs just for looking at his broad the wrong way.
What did you make of the kid?
Short.
You believe her story? I think.
Now look what you've done!
That was pretty great. That was a solid jump.
I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
I don't know, it doesn't make sense. This whole thing is dumb.
INS officer needs assistance, 540 West 9th Street in Upper San
I don't got time.
540 West 9th Street, unit.
I need to get to this area now.
All units in the vicinity, call 11K, 11K, report taking progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park. 11K code 3,
I think I want to get to beat up some thugs.
KGPL.
It's always a nice day when you get to beat people up. Let's do the forks in the car. I mean, I can't lock into
the
a
cops?
citizen if there's no one here.
I tried to stop them. It's room 803, left out of the elevator.
Ding dong.
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
Is that this way?
Give it up, LAPD!
I'm about to break your goddamn jaw.
I'm not losing my hat though. Okay, save my hat. Woo! Achievement! Keep a lid on. Complete a brawl without losing your hat. Message. I got a message.
Are you injured, Mrs. Bishop?
I'm all right now.
We're gonna wait.
Those horrible, awful men.
Perhaps you should sit down, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Forgive me, officers. I'm very flushed. I'll just sit down for a moment.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am. Take a moment while we look around.
Yes.
Alright. Give me a sec while I pause this. Resume. Alright, there we go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just look at this mess.
Yeah. Yeah, so where am I going? There's a lot of stuff in here that is irrelevant for the key. Near the front door is a poster that isn't a clue. Okay, yes. But the saddle across from it is.
Circumstantial.
This is circumstantial, apparently. Oh, bye, Josh.
Doesn't give me anything to
What
go
is this?
on.
This the New Testament? What about the Old Testament? That's nothing. Where is the pseudo? Oh, right there. Found it.
Presented to Mark.
Enter the bedroom by the entrance. Near the wardrobe. What's this? A ticket? Ticket. Check.
What do you have to do to earn $20,000?
What do you have to do to earn $20,000? Two.
Looks like the old movie set downtown.
Photograph. Okay. What's up?
Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica.
No. At least, I don't think it is. I'm not gonna, no. Ooh, money. Can I take it?
It doesn't appear to be connected.
I know it's not connected, but I want it.
Maybe if... No.
No. No. No. No.
Looks like we found our mermaid. Who are these men in the picture?
Send a message. I'm
My
busy
husband,
at the moment.
Mark,
Please text
and
me.
Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Is that all the things? Let me. Oh, wrong button. Let me double check that that's all the clues I can find in here. Saddle. $20,000 check. Movie set photograph. Movie set replica. And prop store photograph. Yep. Alright, we're good. Gloria. Where are you at? Oh, there you are. Let us talk.
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
Doubt.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
Bishop.
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Either we find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him, but I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Hopgood? Check for $20,000.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Does he need that much money in cash? That's a solid question.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
Jessica remembered a mermaid. The mermaid on the front of the prop store. You better come clean with me.
This is a sick town, Detective. Are you sure you really want to know? The truth is, my husband likes them young.
Oh, your husband likes them young.
And you think that's okay?
I was 16 when I first met him. I thought he was a genius, a magician with film.
Now?
I was 20 before I realized he was just a B-movie hack.
That's 4 years.
But he was nothing compared to some of the monsters at these big studios. My guess is Ballard sacrificed her little friend. Happens to a lot of girls.
Well, I already know that's what happened because that's what she said.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, Detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a
Actually,
deal to be
this is
done.
LA Noire, not Hollywood. Stupid bitch. I'm using your telephone.
Operator, give me dispatch.
How can I help, Detective?
Putting you through now.
Is it gonna happen? Can it happen?
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
How can I help, Detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver Screen Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thanks.
Man. Oh, God. Oh. Excuse me. Have fun cleaning up. Yes, what? That's the elevator, isn't it? Ding dong.
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, and a movie producer's wife. They're finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
You're right. According to the guide, they should drive to this one.
You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
We are heading there.
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Oh,
Maybe
they
she's
did a
just
very
loyal.
good job
Or
of
she's in on
decorating.
it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad with nothing between the ears.
Or she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple of oceans between him and McAfee.
Only a couple oceans? Loser. You gotta do at least 5. It's funny because there aren't 5 oceans. Blow it up. Blow it up. Pacific Electric. More like Pacific Electric. Odd man out. Oh, here we are. Ugh!
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ. I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
Nero. Shalom?
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm going to take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
Ugh.
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor him.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
Ooh.
Huh. Well, well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company.
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
What?
So this is where you sprang from.
This looks real. Okay. Shalom. Hey, stop kicking things, asshole.
So what happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test?
Alright, useless.
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
sure I have all the clues. Oil hydrate, prop shrunken head model, empty film canister, film reel, Bishop's whereabouts. Yes. Hello. Association with Bishop.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop is doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
I know you're lying, Hopgood. Bishop was here, and you know exactly what he was doing and what he left lying around afterwards.
You come in here without a warrant, and now you start throwing your weight around?
Yes. I do.
A 15-year-old girl told me how she was drugged and molested at a casting house. I found the chloral hydrate in your drinks cabinet. You give me something or I will break your fucking jaw, Hopgood.
Bishop was here
Don't
with
be
June
so
Ballard and the
angry.
girl. A lot of producers and directors use this place. I'm not responsible for what goes on here.
Whereabouts of Bishop?
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
You're delivering props to Jungle Drums on 8th Street?
Bishop is using that old rundown wreck of a set. That place is dangerous. But it might be a good spot to hide.
Relationship with Ballard.
What's the deal with you and June Ballard?
Look, buddy, I make props. I hardly ever meet the talent unless it's something tailor-made for them, like a sword or something.
You and Ballard are blackmailing Bishop. That's why he cracked.
You got nothing on me. My hands are clean on this.
Enough. I've been in your peep room, Hopgood. I've seen your smut pictures and the camera setup. You made a movie of Jessica. I found the canister.
The deal is I get to sell the movies to burlesque houses and private collectors. These movie guys love seeing their cocks on screen. But part of the arrangement is I never film their faces. June had me film Bishop, and then she kept the movie for insurance. He went apeshit when he realized his face was front and center.
Who has the film now?
Who else? McAfee.
Evidence of blackmail.
Ballard had what she wanted. Where does the money come into it?
What money?
Enough of the lies.
I told you I get my cut selling dirty movies.
See, you're full of shit.
Your ex was getting 20 large from Bishop.
If I wanted to skim 20 from Bishop, we'd do it through the movie budget. June said she'd sell him the film once the movie had wrapped, but Guy wanted cash. He's in a cash-only business. You think I had a choice in this?
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
Phelps. Roy Earl, advice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you. Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
I mean, I don't want to let it slide. I want to let
Detective.
it slide. Hello.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part. Happens every day. Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen, to stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb.
You're dumb.
But polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch.
Oh.
So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry.
Yeah.
You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
I don't think they like your little pep talk, Bukowski.
Oh, shit! Get us out of here!
Ooh. Kill him. I did.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Where are we going?
This place.
Let's see him chase us now. On to the movie set, Phelps. Let's roll.
Oh, Christ. And they say working traffic is like watching paint dry.
You know how to piss people off, Bukowski.
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight, McAfee really means business.
Seems like we're the only ones who want Bishop alive.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a
why are we
bitch.
not going?
I'm about done putting my life on the line to protect some child molester.
That's our job, unfortunately. They don't get to dole out the justice.
Oh, there we go. Ooh.
There's the slippery bastard now.
No. God damn it!
Get him, Phelps. I'll cover the exit.
Landmark discovered.
Mark Bishop, stop! LAPD!
I sure hope it does.
Requesting assistance at 8th and Francisco, the abandoned movie set. My partner is pursuing
Making my way
suspect on
downtown,
foot.
running
Code
fast.
3,
Gotta
KGL.
catch this bitch.
We're trying to help you, Bishop!
This is all a big mistake!
It's us or McAfee's boys. Your choice.
I didn't do anything!
Get him.
Bishop, that's enough!
Hurry up. Jesus Christ.
That girl made it all up! Get the hell out of here, you goddamn...
I don't know where you think you're running to.
Don't make this any harder on yourself, Bishop.
It's June Ballard!
Bishop, where are you going, my friend?
Hands in the air, Bishop! Move another inch and you're dead. Mark Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
All right, I'll come quietly. Just don't kill me.
If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
All right, but you stay close. Any tricks, and I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place. Christ, detective, they're trying to kill me!
Last chance to back the hell down!
It's this way.
I killed that guy. Because he shot at me first.
McAfee doesn't make the rules. Hear me? There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it.
Oh. Never mind. I'm done.
Find some cover! LAPD, you're making a big...
brutality. Police. The people I'm shooting aren't police, but still. Just a hypothetical question.
Is this really the best McAfee's got?
Alright. It's called gang war, right?
Statue there. There's a ladder leading to the ground.
Oh my God, they're everywhere.
This is a long ladder.
Get him over here! I'll cover you! Come on! The cavalry's here!
The cavalry's here.
You have to get me out of here. Those barrels at the base of the elephant column. They're full of gasoline. Shoot them!
Follow me. We need to get him to the car.
Weapons on the ground, now! Now I'm in trouble.
I'm in trouble because I lost my hat.
I don't want to die here.
Get him to the car! I can cover you from here! You're almost
Put your weapons!
You're fascinating.
As soon as he pokes his head out, we're done for.
It's fucked.
Now, this is what I call a result. Mark Bishop, erstwhile film producer, an all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin for statch rape and attempted murder. So he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice, capital J, Detective Phelps. You've developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer.
You're not
You're
gonna
getting
be able to hold on
promoted.
to me any longer. I'm being
Go
promoted.
on, get your new assignment. It was good working with you, son.
Does that also mean I get an achievement? The answer is yes.
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work?
Can I help you, Detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you did. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying.
Shotgun. Yes, I got a shotgun.
people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
You like
Sure,
jazz,
I guess.
Big bands and swing I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that? This is Phelps, Leroy. Be nice to him. You'll like this place. They treat you right.
You like jazz?
You like a table, Roy?
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like
I'll
chumps?
get a table ready for you then.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse.
Is Elsa singing tonight?
Yes, she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here.
Money.
Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me.
If you don't have enough money, then you can't pay him, but it automatically pays him.
He was my only real friend.
Then you probably
Harlan.
just have to wait.
We went through it all. Do you realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa.
Oh,
How
that's
can I be held
right.
responsible?
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
This is when that happened.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Cole Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think
Hey.
you're talking to, you German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget your place with me again. Do you hear me?
All right, listen, I hate this guy.
Evening, Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty.
Artsy
Meet
fartsy.
Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood. So what about that drink, boys?
Saving. Achievement. Page with good intentions. Complete all the cases on traffic. 5 stars. Alright. We'll watch the beginning and then probably... Six months later.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Floyd Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work.
Only 25 years in the police force? Loser.
Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand
no
up,
longer
Phelps.
in burglary?
Take a chair.
That's good.
You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
Alright, well, I'm not gonna do this.